You guys are also content creators, so talk a little bit about your channels and what kind of content you like to focus on in regards to 2K. Ashley, I'll start with you.
I like to post playing out online content. I will eventually start branching out to other game modes in 2K, like my career and my team, but for now it's mainly playing out online. I just like playing.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just coming to you live on this Tuesday night. DA.
Hey, Kevin, thanks for...
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff. Thanks as always. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3 slot. And for Brooklyn, Griffin is out there with Durant. Then it's Harden. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the 2. Now, here is Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Harris. Harden the pass to KD. Let's keep it alive. Bucket is good.
I don't think there's anybody who works harder for his points than Harden does. I mean, if he has to attack the glass to get him, he'll do that too.
Holiday looking over the floor. Inside, Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the players, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area. Irving showing you he's a frame ahead of his opponent with that nice imagination on offense.
Harden against Holiday. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Dishes it to Lopez. Unloads from 9, and he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And here's Harden. Harris outside. On the wing, Irving. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. Durant the pass to Griffin. That shot missing, so Milwaukee will take it the other way. Down low. And Holiday throws it down.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Outside for KD. Fires for 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Count that one.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
The 3 from KD. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
That one drops for him. Durant's got his second basket of the night.
That was some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Outside Holiday. Double team on Holiday. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go. Releases. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall. For Milwaukee, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
Boy, he has to put that one away. A solid opportunity, gone awry.
Irving kicks to Harden. Passes to Harris. Irving against DiVincenzo. Durant the pass to Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Harden against Holiday. 51 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Durant with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Durant feeling it out a bit. Missed inside.
Well, I don't think he's performing up to his own expectations, but they still find themselves out in front.
Back to Middleton. A three ball. Hits the three-point bomb.
The obvious work ethic of Middleton on full display there. I mean, the quick release off the pass, which leaves the defense without much to do.
KD on the wing, guarded by Holiday. And the pass to Harden. Kicks it to Harris. From the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a... Naturally a ball-dominant player, James Harden talked to us about others setting him up.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Of course, playing off the ball is something that I'm comfortable with.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Andrew Shamet is out there with Irving. Then there's Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the 5. So that's the Nets 5. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. Shamet, the pass to Green. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you played for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here is Forbes, covered by Irving. And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays on the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they?
Yes, they can. They can't allow him to beat them to too many more of those.
And the 22nd pick in 2015, Bobby Portis with a nice shooting touch.
And at the same time, not afraid to mix it up, maybe to a fault. At times we've seen him get caught in the heat of the moment. You got to channel that competitive edge and stay strong mentally.
Irving dishes to Brown. Pass to Claxton. Back to Brown on the wing, Green. And that one comes up a bit short. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Portis, and Portis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. Back to Irving. Passes it to Shamet. To the paint. Here's Claxton. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
You two players.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. Green fires from way outside. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 1.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Portis in the post. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Yep, you know, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
1:16 left to play here in the half. Brown with the bounce pass. Hit his leg. And the official saying it was kicked. And the Nets making a change here. Harden's checked in. Drew Holiday. He's checked in for the Bucks. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Brooklyn. Blake Griffin. He's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Durant comes in for Landry Shamet. And Harris subbed in for Brown. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. 56 seconds left to play in the first half. Holiday against Harden. Outside, Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Holiday. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Into the box.
Harden with it. 6 points for him. At the elbow, Green. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know, one of the things you love about Giannis, guys, is his all-around game. I mean, showing it all off there.
Harden and the jam by Harden.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Outside Holiday. And that'll do it for the first half of competitive. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. Some good action during the period, as it was just a one-point game at the end of one. Just in terms of the second quarter. That's all for now.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block. And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. I mean, not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a one-point game. Durant in the corner. Baseline jumper. That one off the back iron and out. Greg, as scores go, Kevin Durant's as efficient as any.
I mean, Durant has an insane field goal percentage for the shots that he takes. I mean, when you factor and how many threes he puts up, it gets even more impressive. Durant takes so many shots where he's covered and is still efficient. It's just mind-blowing. And it's kind of the running joke when you think of James Harden, often maligned for his lack of effort defensively, but quite honestly, I thought he improved a great deal a season ago.
And, you know, Greg, I observed the same thing. His overall commitment was better. And not just steals and blocks either. I'm just talking about his awareness, his commitment to that end of the floor. It was a focal point. If he continues on that track, I think he's going to make an impact at that end as well.
Boy, I love the unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open Antetokounmpo, make sure you get the ball.
Brooklyn trailing. The pass to KD. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Brooklyn making some changes. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Landry Shamet comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Here is Forbes, guarded by Harden. DiVincenzo passes to Forbes.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
It's Durant on the wing. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
And, you know, Harden's exceptional at getting out on the break in transition. I mean, running exactly the right path and getting it done.
Here's DiVincenzo. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Portis against Harden. Shamet the pass to Harden. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Middleton can't get it to go. Nets have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Nets passing it around and stolen by Portis. Here we go, one-on-one, and it's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Green is checked in for Nicholas Claxton.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Harden, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Clark, when you look at the footwork of James Harden, arguably some of the best in the history of this league.
And, you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right. Got great strength, but the footwork is really outstanding.
Now here's Tucker, guarded by Harden. DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
So for the Nets, Griffin comes in for Kevin Durant, and Joe Harris is subbed in for Landry Shamet. Out to the wing. Here's Griffin, and Griffin slams it in.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay.
DiVincenzo passes to Portis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Irving's checked in for the Nets. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Brown the pass to Irving. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. Here's Griffin. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Holiday. Giannis outside. To end the drought. And Giannis throws it down.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the boards.
Here's Harris. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The Nets have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Boy, Harris has become such a solid role player, guys. A knockdown shooter who really elevates the team above self.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Pass to DiVincenzo. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Nets out in front, up by 4. And we'll have the... How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Harris. Griffin is out there with Green. Then there's Brown, and it's Irving in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Outside, Green. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Irving finds Green. Griffin with it. Pocket 6. Not going to go that time.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
The Bucks trail. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Lopez kicks to Holiday, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
Kevin Durant's checked in for the Nets. Back to Middleton, just 5 to shoot. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Pass to KD. Over onto Kumbo. Brooklyn now working with a new shot clock. Here's Irving. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. And Giannis throws it down.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
Giannis with it, guarded now by Durant. Holiday gets the bucket.
With deep range and a wide arsenal of moves, Holiday keeps defenders off balance.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Holiday against Harden to end the run. And what a play! Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
And really, Antetokounmpo never stops attacking. I mean, he's always in attack mode. he really forces the defense's hand. He keeps pressure on them at all times.
And a deep three from Harden. And again, it's the Nets missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range. How about the springs of this guy, Antetokounmpo, also known as the Greek Freak? I mean, he just gets up off the ground like a rocket on these alley-oop chances.
Holiday against Harden. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to DiVincenzo. He feeds it to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
The big fella with the big finish, Lopez, rocking that rim.
Kicks it out to Harden. Antetokounmpo against Durant. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Hey, you know, in the age of analytics, there's a ton of talk about player efficiency these days. And as we can see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight, his efficiency, extraordinary. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Lopez up top, defended by Griffin. Inside. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. They grab their own miss. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Middleton. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
And it was going back and forth there for a while, but now starting to just stretch out that lead a bit. They're definitely looking like the better team.
Irving against DiVincenzo. And that one's good, Irving.
Outstanding body control there by Kyrie. I mean, he continues to score on tough defense, and it never fails to amaze me how he's able to do that so often.
Passes it to Lopez. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Harden on the wing. The pass to KD. The tray. The rebound by the Bucks. Right side Holiday. Kicks it out to Giannis. Back to Holiday. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Holiday's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bucks. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. The feed now to Griffin. In the corner, it's Harris. No good on the three. Outside Holiday. Middleton inside the three-point line. Off on that one. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. A solid. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight. coming up next. Hello and welcome, everyone. Thanks so much, D.A.
Kevin, thanks.
Sure does, D.A. Thank you so much. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Caldwell-Pope finds Davis. Back to Caldwell-Pope. Shot clock at 6. Schroeder outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Kept alive. Drummond. Off target with the jump hook. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The shot by Holiday, no good. Fast break, the Lakers. Here's Davis. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Davis has got the game going with his first points of the game for the Lakers. Schroeder against Holiday. Pass to Giannis. Kicks it to Middleton. Over LeBron. Offensive rebound. Middleton on the wing. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, you can tell he feels he should have had it still. The hustle was impressive.
And now just over a minute played here in the first. And again, the Bucks miss. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And as he's aged in the league, Anthony Davis's offense has changed. Now much more of a face-up player.
Well, and that's where his game's been headed. His shot has improved, and he can step out to the 3, facing up and letting him use his burst. Lets him maximize what he can do.
Milwaukee with the ball. After the basket by the Lakers. 5 on the clock. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Now the pass to Antetokounmpo. Middleton for 3. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo.
And the ability of Caldwell-Pope to get in the shooter's head. Love having a guy like him who puts a lot of energy into the defense.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Lakers shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Schroeder hits them both.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Schroeder against Holiday. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Kicks it down to Middleton. Drills the three-pointer.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
Schroeder against Holiday. James. That one misses. Giannis with some nice D. Ahead for the finish. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. And it's all knotted up. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And Davis throws it down.
Love the timing Davis has. He has a sense for when to rise up to slam down the alley.
Holiday looking for an opening. Middleton outside. Schroeder against Holiday. 6 to shoot. He feeds it to Lopez. Misses from close range. The Lakers in the lead. James wide open. They get the rebound. Here's Schroeder. Kicks it out to James. Lets the three fly. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Some changes for the Lakers. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Passes it to Middleton. Over LeBron. Hits the front of the rim and out.
The defense has done a good job of forcing him into tough shots this quarter.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shots good by Middleton.
And this is Middleton's game. He's thinking of shooting it even before the pass hits his hands.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. Caruso kicks to James. Another miss by James. For three, Middleton. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Lakers ahead. This is what Giannis Antetokounmpo recently told us when he was asked about his...
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
We've got Matthews. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Harrell, and it's Caruso in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Matthews passes to Harrell. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Lakers shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And so he hits the technical free throw. And here's Matthews from the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good from outside. And it's Kuzma with the ball for Los Angeles. And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career, much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Connaughton passes to Middleton. Now Portis. And there's the foul. We'll go on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. To the wing on the left. Back to Portis. And stolen by Harrell.
That's going to be an easy bucket if he doesn't get his hand to that pass. Well defended.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Bucks trail by 5. Fords the pass to Connaughton. Right side, Portis. 6 on the shot clock. Here is Forbes. He is defended by Harrell. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Alex Caruso. And then for Milwaukee, Antetokounmpo's checked in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Chris Middleton. Matthews against DiVincenzo. And Harrell slams it in.
Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
here is Forbes. It's guarded by Schroeder. Here's Antetokounmpo. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Kuzma kicks it over to Schroeder. To the wing right side. Here's Horton Tucker. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis, and it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Davis, the pass to Schroeder. Back to Davis. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Pass to LeBron. Tries from 16. And Drummond is right there. Drummond's got his second bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to DiVincenzo. And it's off from three-point range. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation.
Holiday against Schroeder. Outside Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Feeds it to Drummond. 29 seconds left now here in the second. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Turnovers haven't been a problem for them so far, but they didn't do a very good job taking care of the ball right there.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caruso's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Middleton against LeBron. Middleton dishes to Lopez. Kicks it down to Middleton. Over James. Lopez inside.
I love the defensive tenacity.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slip. That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Los Angeles leading by 7. James with it. Outside, Davis. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And LeBron James still the face of the league as he goes into his mid-30s. The impact he's had on this sport is really immeasurable.
Come on, Jay. I mean, he's one of the most recognizable athletes in the world. I mean, it's scary to think that LeBron can still turn it on and take over when he needs to. And you know what? Playoff LeBron is a very real thing.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Matthews in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Bucks trail by 11. To the middle.
This was not what they had in mind coming out of the locker room at halftime. 4 shots so far and nothing to show for it.
To the inside and stolen by Portis. And to the Kumbo inside. He's guarded by Schroeder.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
You got to stay on James in transition. If you give him room to run, he jumps all over.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. When Kuzma first entered the league, the Lakers were a rebuilding team. Now, Greg, he's one of the more experienced pieces on this team.
And Kuzma's made the most of it, switching to a learning role. Tries to absorb as much as he can from the vets. And he does everything he can to pick their brain and improve on those little things in terms of championship caliber basketball.
The Lakers making a switch here. Caruso's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Tucker's checked in. Middleton the pass to Portis. Back to Middleton. He kicks to Tucker. They need this one. Rebound by Harrell.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
Portis finds Holiday. Got it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Portis.
If this speaks to how strong Portis is, it's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
James outside, launches a 3. Rebounded by Tucker. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. And Portis throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
Good at taking initiative inside. Once Kuzma is near the hoop, he's focused on scoring.
It's blocked. 1:11 left in the third. Right wing. Back to LeBron. And the pass to Harrell. Poked away. And so the ball's out of bounds. Middleton touched it last. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile 1 block?
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Drummond's checked in for Harrell. Davis comes in for LeBron. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Matthews. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Lopez inside, working on Drummond. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Caruso kicks to Kuzma. passes it to Caruso. Drummond with it. Clock at 6. Left side, Davis. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on the platter and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Davis is out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Caruso in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Laker 5. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Davis dishes to Caldwell-Pope. It's Solomon to Kumbo. With the shot. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Antetokounmpo's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Bucks. Pass to Drummond. Back to Schroeder. Down low. Here's Caldwell-Pope. Misses in close.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy lay.
Giannis outside. Back to Holiday. To the inside. And to Kumbo. And Giannis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Over in the corner, Caldwell-Pope. Pass to Davis. To the middle. Here's Schroeder. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Davis has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Oh, I love it. He's working the ball down low. Always a good plan of attack.
It's tipped. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. That one's in there. The Lakers lead is cut to just 9 on the basket for Middleton.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man. And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
It's not going to go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Holiday up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. It's stolen by Davis. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. And it's good. 2 points. Davis has got the lead up to 14 now for the Lakers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Schroeder against Holiday. And Drummond gets it to go on the assist by Schroeder. And the Lakers lead by 16.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Outside Holiday. 5 to shoot. And just miss after miss right now. And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
The biggest factor tonight had to be their great shooting. They shot much better than the other team.
Yeah, they were working hard on both sides of the floor, but that sky-high field goal percentage plus the pressure defense to force the other team into a lot of misses. Love the effort tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Davis.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Here's Drummond. No good. Shot missing. The Bucks go the other way with it. 30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it. And that's a shame.
For three, Caldwell Pope. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Milwaukee's ball. 11-point game. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Puts it up from 17. That shot is off. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's it. so he's looking to bring his guys with him. Thanks, David. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Harris. And it's KD in at the 4 slot. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the 5 spot. Now here's Schroeder. Caldwell Pope passes to Drummond. Shot clock at 5. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Indoors tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And LeBron with a clear path to... Oh, my goodness!
Wow.
What a play!
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Here's Durant. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Schroeder against Harden. Passes to Drummond. Caldwell Pope outside. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, defenses beware. You have to close out hard on KCP and disrupt his rhythm.
And another turnover here by Brooklyn.
And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Irving passes to Griffin. Back to Irving. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Oh, no defense right there for that shot from Irving. Release so quick, especially off the pass.
Schroeder kicks to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Schroeder. Back to James. Uncovered. And it's James Harden with the rebound.
That was their first miss of the game. 4 for 5 right now. What a good start.
Inside. It's stolen by Davis. Fast break. The Lakers. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A huge target on alley-oops. Throw it towards Drummond, and he'll take care of the rest.
Here's Harris. That shot off. And it's the Lakers the other way. Schroeder outside. For 3, Caldwell Pope. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Nets trail by 7. Here is Harden. Durant feeling it out a bit. Count it. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Schroeder, and that one's good. James.
We are talking about a very solid passer at his position. Schroeder identifying an open teammate.
KD on the wing. He's guarded by Davis. Off target on the 15-footer. Los Angeles leading by 7. Schroeder passes to Drummond. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Harden. KD against Davis. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, the size and height of Kevin Durant makes him a prime threat to throw it down. You've got to keep him out of the paint.
Schroeder passes to Davis. Schroeder with the ball. He's picked up by KD and finished off by Davis.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Harden the pass to KD. Back to Harden. the jam by Harden.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Harden against Schroeder. LeBron dishes to Caldwell Pope. No good on the three. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn, trailing by 5. KD with the bucket. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. To the paint, it's deflected. Here's Drummond, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant.
And you look at the size and athleticism. Once Drummond gets the ball in there, it's game over.
And stolen by Drummond. That will count. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
Good on the second free throw.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
And he makes all 3. And here is Shem. And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about surviving the grind of an NBA season.
How can we be the best version of ourselves individually every day?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Green is out there with Brown. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Claxton in at the center. A finish, and Harrell slams it in.
This young guy is an absolute monster at the rim. So tough for opponents to match Harrell's level of physicality.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Outside Irving. In the corner, Shamet with it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Now here's Green, following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. Here's Brown. Rebound by Harrell.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
And Matthews kicks to Caruso. Lakers passing it around. Harrell, that's good.
Montrezl Harrell relishes the opportunity to mix it up on the interior. Nice finish.
Brown drives in and finished off by Brown.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Nets trail by 9. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Caldwell Pope for three. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And another turnover here by Brooklyn. Drummond's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. And then for Brooklyn, Griffin's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Kevin Durant comes in for Brown. And Harris subbed in for Landry Shamet. Harden's shot is off.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
It's stolen by Green. Here's KD. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on LeBron James.
You have to be careful around Kevin Durant because this guy loves to get fouled on the way up. He views free throws as easy points.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident. And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Now here is Harris after LeBron James's miss. Harris finds Griffin with the floater. Harris against Caldwell Pope. Back to Griffin. 4 on the clock. They kick it out to Green. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Lakers leading by 10. Now here's LeBron. Caldwell Pope outside. On the wing, Davis. Guarded by Green. It's good. Davis has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Here's Harden. The Lakers with the rebound. Schroeder with the ball. And a wide open look for James. Here's Caldwell Pope. Kicks it out to Schroeder. James outside. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And it's Davis with the jam.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Here's Griffin, and it's sent back by Drummond. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Poke loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 14-point lead as we... Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. It was Andre Drummond who got hot in the first. He had 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 block. And that does it for our...
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Taking a look at Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. Here's Schroeder, and again it's the Lakers.
Well, he's got the green light to take exactly this kind of shot. You love to see Dennis Schroeder play with assertiveness.
Durant drawing the double team. Let's hit 5 from 18. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Drummond's got his 4th rebound in this one. Davis kicks to James. Here's the three. But they'll get another chance. Down low. That one's not going to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Irving. Second shot opportunity. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Pass to James. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Harden. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back three, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
The pass to James. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Caldwell Pope kicks to Drummond. James outside. And the Lakers with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
And here is Los Angeles now. After the basket by Brooklyn. And finished off by LeBron.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Passes it to James. Another miss by James.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Durant. He's got 10. From past the arc. Offensive rebound. Tries again. And Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility. Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare. One of the great shot blockers in the league.
Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Anthony Davis. Wesley Matthews checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. Here's James after the basket by Brooklyn. Loads it up there for Harrell.
Boy, they look for Montrezl Harrell to do a lot of different things. His scoring just one of the ways he can contribute.
Now Harden. 52 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Durant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Kevin Durant is an absolute nightmare for defenses. And if you're the opposing coach and he starts to take over, you've got to be thinking, what am I going to do with this guy?
Los Angeles making a switch here. Horton Tucker's checked in. The Nets also changing it up. Jeff Green is checked in for Harris. Brown comes in for Irving. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. That's a 2 from Matthews. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kuzma against Green. Pass to Claxton. Right side, Kevin Durant. And he makes good on the layup. 16 points for KD.
Well, offensively, this guy has been cooking. They're definitely not losing because of him.
Out to the right wing. Here's Horton Tucker. No good from outside. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And you have to credit their defense for the job they've been doing against Irving. Kyrie's been almost invisible out there, and we don't say that very often. Back to the action after this word. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now, and in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's three guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from three and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those three guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the three guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
So for Brooklyn now, Landry Shamet is out there with Durant. Then there's Brown, and it's Green, and it's Irving in at the point. Shamet, the pass to Green, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Contavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. The Nets also changing it up. Griffin's checked in for Green. Harris comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's James Harden in for Bruce Brown. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Those three-pointers off the mark.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
The three from KD. The rebound by Caldwell-Pope. Caldwell-Pope's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Some changes for the Lakers. Andre Drummond's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. LeBron comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Now here's Schroeder, just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound, outside for Caldwell-Pope. Ron right side. And the shot is good. And the Lakers lead by 18.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
For 3, Durant. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And it's Davis with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Now here's Caldwell-Pope. Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
And the Nets miss again.
When you're not in rhythm with the free ball, why do you keep firing from there?
Schroeder dishes to LeBron. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. He kicks to Schroeder. Caldwell-Pope the bounce pass. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And here's KD for 3. That doesn't go either for KD. Los Angeles leading by 18. The pass to Davis. Rebound, Brooklyn. Griffin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell-Pope. Here is Harden. Trying to get something going.
An active and alert defender. Drummond does everything he can to make opponents uncomfortable. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
LA's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Johnson. Caruso, the pass to Dudley. Jacks up a three. Buries the long-range jumper.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Now here's Johnson. Right side, Jordan. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Pass to Caruso. We've got 22 seconds left in the game. Kuzma kicks to Dudley. 5 to shoot. Had the space there, but it's offline. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. He doesn't hit that one. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Vlad, what are some of the strategies that you like to use in terms of offense versus defense? What are your philosophies there?
I like to see what defense my opponent is running and where the mismatches are, so I just know where I can attack. I always look for the weak zone.
How about you, Ashley?
And with
hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Harris. Then there's Griffin. And it's KD in at the 4. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Harden launches it from deep and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
And it's Durant missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
In the corner, Middleton with it. Nailed from three-point land.
Red hot so far, 4 for 4. Cooking with gas, couldn't draw it up any better.
They need this. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
And as expected, Kevin Durant sitting out all of last season, recovering from the Achilles injury. Glad to see him back on the floor.
I agree with you, and it was absolutely a no-brainer for Kevin to sit out the season. That type of injury, you give it all the time you need, and the Nets knew that. They knew when the deal was done that he was going to most likely miss the season. And yet, they did the right thing, and when you have a guy like KD, you want to make sure you're not rushing him back. You want him fully ready when it's time for him to go.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Harden against Holiday. To the inside. And the rejection by Harden. Stolen by Middleton. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Here's KD. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Passes to Middleton, launches it, and it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Nets trail by 13. On the wing, Irving. Over in the corner, Brown. Inside. High, arcing shot, and no good that time. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton outside. There's the triple. Sinks the triple. Middleton's got his third basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, or just great ball movement.
Outside, Green. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one's good. Shemet. .52 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Connaughton passes to Forbes. And another three for Milwaukee.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now, here's Shemet. Irving attacking. Griffin can't get it to go in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Shots good by Middleton.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
And how about Griffin continuing to own the paint? A fantastic power forward with good touch from there.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You too.
And the Bucks with possession here. Griffin with the steal. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Milwaukee on top, up by 16. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Earlier on, we ran into Bobby Portis, who explained the origin of the underdog label.
You know, I think the underdog story, started when I was
And Greg, playing with a chip on his shoulder, has served Portis well.
Some guys try to block out the haters. Portis uses it as fuel to keep achieving more.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Bucks.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the point. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Pass to Portis. 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. Shoots it up. They get it again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Harden surveying the D. Jeff Green on the wing. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Bucks leading by 16. From outside the arc. Forbes can't get it to go. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Shemet finds Harden. And there's the pass to Claxton. Shoots over Tucker. No good off the back of the rim. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA continues to build international academies to develop prospects from other countries. Already, academy graduates are playing Division I college basketball. And before long, NBA players should start emerging from that pipeline. The league continues to reach out to find overlooked youngsters who have a gift and give them the opportunity. Guys?
Outstanding, David. Thank you. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. You and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's
the
case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Middleton's checked in. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Kyrie Irving comes in for James Harden. Milwaukee leading by 14. To the middle. And the dunk by Giannis.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Outside, KD. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Down low, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
The Nets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Holiday against Harden for 3. Middleton. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 18.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Outside Irving. Griffin kicks to Irving. The wide open look for Durant. And again, it's the Nets missing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Took him no time at all on that one. DiVincenzo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Nets trail by 21. Here's Harden on the wing. Defended by DiVincenzo. Lopez with the steal. Now the Bucks moving it up. Antetokounmpo running. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. They get it back. The kick out to Holiday. Misses the 3. Outside, KD. That one's off. Still out of sync. Holiday looking for an opening. And so it's Milwaukee with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Chris Middleton came out on a mission in the first. He had 12 points, 3.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You know, Chris Middleton has really been making it happen, guys.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Harris is out there with Durant. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Griffin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And Middleton with a clear path to the hoop. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. DiVincenzo's got the first field goal of the second half for the Bucks.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Pass to Lopez. Middleton outside. Drains the three-pointer. Middleton's got 15 points.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
KD passes to Griffin. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lopez kicks to DiVincenzo. A three-pointer off the mark. And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration.
Here's Griffin. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Only 20% from the field to start this half. To me, it looks like their opponent may have made some nice adjustments.
The Nets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bryn Forbes in for Chris Middleton. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown is checked in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Here is Forbes. He's got 5. The open shot, Holiday.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Can't cash in from the high post. Harden outside. Count that bucket. 7 points in the game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his first 3 points of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Forbes can't get it to go. Nets trail by 20. And Harden with the stuff.
Love when Harden uses that great leaping ability to finish with power.
Bucks have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 6 assists here tonight. The Nets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Harden dishes to Brown. Holiday against Harden. Unable to get that one. Bucks leading by 21. Here's Forbes. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
A 3 for DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Brown.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Here's
and Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
The 3. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Milwaukee with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Portis in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Middleton, the pass to Holiday. Back to Middleton. Takes a 3. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 7th assist in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Outside Holiday. Back to DiVincenzo. No good on the triple.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. Sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Still, Griffin has insane hops. Close in, can sky over others, helps him to draw fouls.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Milwaukee, and he can't hit the second.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
DiVincenzo kicks to Middleton. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Off target from three-point range. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for Brooklyn. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Milwaukee leading by 22. Holiday up top, guarded by Harden. Holiday against Harden. Back to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. DiVincenzo finds Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss. Nets have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. It's Harden with the drive and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Hey, Harden is seeking contact. He is hunting bodies when he drives. He's so good at just getting his body into the path of the defense.
Milwaukee has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. DiVincenzo kicks to Holiday. He dishes it to Middleton. Over Harris. And Middleton, the basket on the assist by Holiday. Middleton's got 5 points in the quarter. That's tipped. It's Harden with the drive. Yes, that goes in.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. A rebound by the Nets. Griffin's got 4 rebounds in this game. Holiday with it. He's picked up by KD. Middleton for 3. The shot that time, not on target. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Finished off the break.
Yeah, you know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. it can definitely be considered a statement win for Milwaukee.
Their superior ball handling, 1 at 4.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Chris Middleton.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Luwawu, and they pick up 2.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Teague, the pass to Connaughton, and stolen by Jordan. And another fast break for Brooklyn. The Nets are running.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Here's Luwawu. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the first one at the line is good. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. Outside Teague. From deep. That shot, no good. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. tunnel. And with
Hey, Kevin.
terrific. David, thanks. Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the 5. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about them not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Holiday finds Giannis. It's stolen by Davis. And it's the Lakers on the break. And there's Schroeder. That's good. The assist by Davis.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide open man.
Holiday against Schroeder. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Works that one inside nicely.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Schroeder with the ball. The pass to Caldwell Pope. Loads it up for Davis. Lock at 6.
3 for 4 from the field to start the game. They'll take that.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Middleton against LeBron. Middleton drives in, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Andre Drummond picks one up. The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game right now. And that one falls for Middleton. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
To the inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
And here's Holiday. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The main area of expertise for Lopez, I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to cash in from it.
LeBron outside. Lakers working the ball around now. And LeBron throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Holiday up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. Passes it to Middleton. To the paint. Lopez kicks to Antetokounmpo. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Bobby Portis is checked in for Milwaukee. Bryn Forbes comes in for Drew Holiday. And then for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Andre Drummond. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. Here's Caruso. Loads it up for Davis. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Pass to LeBron. On the wing, Davis. Pass to Kuzma. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and stolen by Portis. And he goes in for the dunk.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, it's the attack mindset. I mean, that helped him prevail right there. Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
Tipped away and stolen by Portis. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Lakers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And there's the feed to Davis. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Now just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And the pass to Kuzma. 1 second left. Good on the bucket.
Well, you see how comfortable Kuzma is from there. I mean, he knows he has the size and touch needed to be effective.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma.
You know, for me, it's super cool.
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Lakers in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
PJ Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the point guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. Here's Connaughton. He's covered by Matthews. Middleton on the wing. Shot clock at 6. Passes it to Portis. And the shot goes in. Portis has got his first 2 points.
A high percentage shooter from these spots. Portis has tons of confidence in his inside scoring ability.
Pass to Matthews. Inside. Poked away. And stolen by Portis. Forbes the pass to Portis. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. Milwaukee making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to how about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Drummond's checked in for the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Alex Caruso. And Holiday kicks to Forbes. Schroeder against Holiday. To the wing right side. Connaughton passes to Lopez. Here's Forbes. And it's off the back rim. No good.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
And it's Harrell missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Holiday lays it up off the glass. Holiday's got the lead up to 5 now for the Bucks.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
Schroeder dishes to Drummond. Back to Schroeder. To the left side wing. And they get it. Here's Drummond, and it's sent back by Lopez.
And you got to appreciate the length Lopez has. He's effective at using it to stifle shooting.
A different look for Milwaukee. Giannis comes in for PJ Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. The drive by Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Schroeder passes to Caldwell Pope. On the wing, James. He has 6, and they call an illegal screen here.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
And it's Milwaukee's ball. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. It's stolen by Schroeder, and so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's LeBron.
And bringing that effort on both ends. Giannis, a first-team all-defensive player.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Lakers trail by 9. Schroeder passes to Drummond. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Pass to LeBron. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. Drummond dishes to Davis. Count that one.
And with that one, it ends an 11-0 run by the Bucks.
Milwaukee leading by 7. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Outside, Davis. Down low. Here's Drummond. The putback. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Milwaukee, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there. Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Dennis Schroeder. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Caldwell Pope on the wing. And there's the pass to Caruso. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Love the timing Davis has. He has a sense for when to rise up and slam down.
Holiday with the 3. And so that brings the first half to a close. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to... And Shaq, you bestowed your Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo. What made him worthy of that distinction? And would you please... And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
But really, the numbers aren't gaudy. They don't stick out, but his energy and impact does.
You're right. Go in the locker room, ask anyone on his team. He's not worried about statistics as much as he is about winning.
So for the Lakers right now, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Caldwell Pope, and it's Drummond in at the 5, home in the paint. Kick out to Giannis. Lopez passes to Middleton. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 9 points.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot it. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power. Hammering down the two-hand slam. Caldwell Pope left side. Back to Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Puts it up, and Schroeder stays with it. Schroeder's got his second bucket tonight.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Holiday dishes to Giannis. High post Lopez. Rebounded by the Lakers. Drummond's got 5 rebounds tonight. LeBron left side. Stolen by Middleton. And oh, here we go. Lopez has got it. The fast break chance. Can't hit from in close.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. Just need to calm down, play their game. Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Holiday against Schroeder. Now here's Giannis. Defense right on him to the paint. Lopez kicks to Giannis. Back to Lopez.
Only 1 for 5 to start the half. I mean, whatever adjustments they made at halftime weren't the right ones.
And the dunk by LeBron.
But that's just great persistence from James. Solid at fighting through contact on his way to the rack.
And see, Webb, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And the Bucks miss again. Lakers trail by 5. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Banked in off the glass. Caruso's got his first bucket in this one.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
It would be a shame to make all this progress and let them off the hook. Got to keep the pressure on.
Now here's Middleton. D right on him. Here's Tucker. No good again that time.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. You don't get many chances easier than that.
The Lakers have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Matthews left side. Stolen by Tucker.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
That one's all on them. I mean, that's a free possession they just gave up.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Here's Horton Tucker. Second chance shot. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down to just 3 on the basket from Harrell.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Holiday. He kicks it to Tucker. Middleton outside. Shot clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Portis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Portis has got 7 points.
This speaks to how strong Portis is. It's obvious he enjoys showing off that muscle.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. 3 for Matthews. Rebounded by the Bucks. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Holiday, here we go. And out of bounds as Los Angeles Kings possession. And the Lakers have possession. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Floats it up there for Harrell. Stolen by Middleton. Got a piece of it. Here's Tucker. No good there. And we've reached the end of the third. Milwaukee on top. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. Then it's P.J. Tucker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Milwaukee leading by 5 to the inside. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
And this helps build chemistry. Lopez looking to share the ball wherever he can.
Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. The Lakers also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Harrell. Anthony Davis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope outside. James outside. Stolen by Middleton. Schroeder against Holiday. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Lakers trail by 8. Schroeder passes to Drummond. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Schroeder missing. Schroeder's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. Outside, Antetokounmpo. No good that time. Good D by Drummond. All alone. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Well, when the ball goes to Davis to ensure they convert, he's such a reliable finisher.
And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo looking it over. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
In the long strides of Antetokounmpo, once he gets downhill, there's almost no stopping.
Schroeder kicks to LeBron. Schroeder against Holiday. Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. And Holiday with a clear path to the hoop. And Holiday throws it down.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
Now here's Schroeder. LeBron outside. There's the 3. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Schroeder hits them both.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Double team on Holiday. It's stolen by Schroeder. Fast break, here they come. Up the floor. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. He loves the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
The kick out to Holiday. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. James outside. Lobbed up there for Drummond. He can't get that one to fall. Bucks leading by 9. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 7 points for the quarter.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Bucks.
And it may be a comfortable win for it, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
The energy he played with tonight was amazing, and it paid off the most on the glass where he dominated the rebounding stats.
A shot by Middleton, wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Bucks lead by 14. Schroeder against Holiday. LeBron left side. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Davis. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. The shot will not fall. Middleton up top, covered by LeBron. Holiday surveying the floor. Antetokounmpo misses there.
Well, you can tell that shooters are nervous when Drummond is close by. He is so skilled.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
A look at the Lakers as they got off the team bus after arriving at the arena. Before we get...
Kevin, thanks very much.
All right, David, thank you. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
And Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for the Nets, Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, and it's Durant, and it's Harris in at the 3. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Off on the timing, or it may have been a miscommunication. Either way, turnover.
Now, here is Harden. Outside Irving. From deep. It's Drummond with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
For 3, Caldwell Pope. Rebound, Brooklyn. And for Contavious Caldwell Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that. He knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
For 3, Harris. Shot clock reset for the Nets. Griffin passes to Harden. Back to Griffin. 5 to shoot. The Nets need to get a shot off here.
Not the efficient start they were hoping for. Only 1 for 4 from the field.
Caldwell Pope passes to Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Durant at the elbow. Over Davis. KD can't get it to go.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here. Harris against LeBron. Passes to Harden and stolen by Drummond. Inside, and the dunk by LeBron.
And for those who criticize Drummond facilitating, I say rewatch that play. He's improving.
Harden the pass to Griffin. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. It's deflected. Back to KD. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. KD's got his second bucket of the night.
And right there, KD inside, pretty stealth for a near 7-footer.
To the middle, here's Drummond, and it's Drummond with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
That's a big-time move and a big-time finish.
Now here's Durant. Here's Griffin, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
I love the way of Griffin. Eye on the prize, going after the rim. Is either going to dunk it or you're going to foul him.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Jeff Green is checked in for Durant. Bruce Brown comes in for Joe Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for James Harden. Here's Caruso. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Wants to get it to Brown and does. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Had a success rate from the line last year of about 78%. I mean, hard to fathom that Blake Griffin is becoming one of the more prolific three-point shooters among NBA big men.
Greg, it was a shot he barely attempted through his first 6 seasons in the league. Now he's made it a key part of his arsenal. Solid at fighting through contact. I like how Kuzma accepts these challenges and converts.
Shamet kicks to Irving. And 1:01 left to play here in the first. Shamet finds Griffin. On the wing, Green. Griffin trying to get open. Goes back up. Matthews with the rebound. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for the Lakers. They trail by 1. To the paint, here's Harrell, and Harrell slams it in.
A big man with great lift. Montrezl Harrell loves playing above the rim.
Down low, here's Griffin, and the rejection by Harrell. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Irving dishes to Green. Now, here's Shamet. He's covered by Matthews. Griffin can't get it to go in. One-on-one fast break. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. This is his first free throw of the game.
And from the line a season ago, 73%.
Here's Irving. To end the run. And that does it for the first quarter. Lakers lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle...
The biggest area of growth would definitely be on the defensive end and my playmaking ability.
Now, having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Lakers here so far, guys.
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So for the Lakers right now, we've got Matthews. Montrezl Harrell is out there with Kyle Kuzma, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. Here's Irving. Makes it off the glass.
For a guy who is 6'3", Kyrie shows us he has great confidence playing inside.
Lakers leading by 3. Caruso looking for an opening. The pass to Kuzma. Feeds it to Harrell. Back to Kuzma. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Harrell. And that one's good. Shamet. Shamet's got his first 2 points of the night.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Caruso. He's covered by Irving. And Harrell slams it in. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Schroeder against Harden. LeBron James on the wing. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Up again. Davis on the follow. Davis has got the lead up to 5 now for Los Angeles.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Harris outside. In the corner, Harden. Pass to Claxton. 5 on the clock. The Nets working the ball around now. Can't connect from short range. Lakers leading by 5. You know, even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, GA, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Brown the pass to Claxton. On the wing, Harris. 1:15 left here in the second. Durant finds Harris. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Davis. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Griffin's checked in for the Nets. Schroeder with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. And out of bounds as Brooklyn gains possession. The Nets making a switch here. Green's checked in. Nets trail by 7. Harris outside. Back to Harden. It's stolen by Schroeder. Now the Lakers on the break. James.
Oh, okay. Schroeder being disruptive on the defensive end, knocking the ball out and starting the fast break.
Harden the pass to Griffin. KD on the wing. Back to Griffin. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Harris against Caldwell Pope. Schroeder passes to Davis. Over Harden. And that one hits back iron. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Davis. That's his first foul. With 4 seconds on the clock. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, Blake Griffin, he gives you a little bit of everything offensively. Terrific court awareness.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 5. And now we'll... Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the... And...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. Blake Griffin really making a difference here.
I guess you could say his performance transcends the stat sheet.
Well, there are guys who worry about their numbers. He is not one of those guys, believe me.
We've got Harden. Harris is out there with Durant. Then there's Griffin. And it's Irving at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Respect. LeBron showing the artistry that other players could only dream of.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 7-point differential. Kicks it to Irving. It's Durant on the wing. Got a piece of it.
And love the defensive activity from KCP. Selling out there for the block. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And Davis gets it to go.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Nets trail by 9. Harden finds Harris. Harden against Schroeder. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
As crafty as they come, Harden uses that tremendous body control to his advantage.
Landry Shamet's checked in for Joe Harris. And then for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Andre Drummond, and it's Matthews in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Schroeder looking over the floor. Davis, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Shooting one. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for the Nets. And that one falls for Davis. Well, the passion in New York as a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it, just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. That one goes. Count it.
I mean, he has great body control. Then you see him finish the drive with contact. Woo! Kyrie is special.
Irving against Matthews. Stolen by Harden. Here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. KD's got it back down to single digits for the Nets.
Well, the thing about Kyrie, he draws so much defensive attention. Someone's often left open.
LeBron outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Davis. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Davis has got 9 points now in just the second half. 1:49 left in the third quarter of the game. The Nets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Claxton. The Lakers with the rebound.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Harden against Schroeder. Claxton the pass to KD. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
And you see the improved strength of Kevin Durant, able to convert through contact now.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Green, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Los Angeles, Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for James. Caldwell-Pope comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Caldwell-Pope kicks to Caruso. And Durant comes to help. 4 on the shot clock. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And Davis puts it in. Davis has got 11 points in the quarter.
Fantastic job by AD. Eyeing the clock, keeping calm. As always, excellent play.
KD on the wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
What's crazy about KD, he's been an NBA champion and a finals MVP all in 2017, and I still feel like he's improving.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Andre Drummond's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Pass to Davis. Here's Caruso. Back to Davis. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Lakers shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
The former #1 overall pick, Anthony Davis, does a great job of representing this franchise. Makes big plays on both ends of the floor.
Jeff Green on the wing. Here's Griffin, and it's sent back by Drummond.
That rejection was well timed. Get that shot out of here. Drummond staying.
Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Los Angeles Lakers. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Drummond. Harrell is out there with Davis. Then it's Contavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Griffin's shot is off.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
To the paint. And Harrell, the bucket on the assist by Drummond. Drummond's got 3 assists tonight.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Irving surveying the floor. Harris passes to Griffin. The kick out to Irving. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles.
Very good anticipation. He has quick hands, and Andre snatching that one jump starts the fast break.
And Brooklyn with another turnover here. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. LeBron, he's checked in for Harrell. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
Kevin Durant's checked in for Jeff Green. Lakers leading by 16. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. LeBron can't get it to go. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. To the middle. Durant trying to break free. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
Right side Davis. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Passes it to Irving. Back to Harris. Harden outside. And stolen by Drummond. LeBron outside. Right wing. Clock at 6. Caruso. A three-pointer is right on target. And the Lakers lead by 17.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
You can't afford to give him space. Those kinds of mistakes have been the story of this game.
Here's Griffin. And that one is off. Good D by Drummond. Lakers leading by 17. There's the pass to Caruso. Shoots the 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Unselfish play by Davis. He understands that his scoring can only take this team so far. He needs help from the guys around him.
Back to Harden. He kicks it to Harris. In the corner, Irving with it. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Irving's got 4 points in the quarter.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
Caldwell-Pope left side from downtown. That shot no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Lakers.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Davis.
High-level shot making, what we got a chance to witness. He responded to good defense with better offense time and time again.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. Johnson up top. The Nets working the ball around now. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Jared Dudley's checked in for the Lakers. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Dudley. Offensive rebound. Another shot. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Though he won't block a lot of shots, Kyle with terrific defense that time. Read that one all the way.
That's good from Johnson.
At the line for two.
And Johnson drops them both. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Caruso. He's guarded by Johnson. Here's Gasol. And the Lakers with another miss. Jordan against Gasol. Here's Luwawu. The rebound by Gasol. From deep three-point range. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.